Hey, beautifuls. Today, Ray wants to say hey.
Look like a goat.
Welcome back to my digital diary. Today, I am recording from outside, taking a walk. Where y'all going? Where is he? Where is he going? Hurry! Get over here.
Doing anything.
What is he doing? Today I want to talk about something that is very, very important to me, something that I hold very near and dear. Basically, I want to talk about why I chose to homeschool
No.
my babies. It's not an easy choice. It's not a popular choice. Every time somebody hear that I homeschool, oh, I couldn't do that. Oh, da 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 da. They say all type of stuff on TVs, on the YouTubes, on everywhere about. Look at that son kissing me. About people that homeschool, and there are a lot of misconceptions about homeschoolers, families that homeschool. They think if you a homeschooler, then I don't know, you a tree hugger. They think you yeah, we are tree huggers a little bit. But they think if you homeschool that you basically a square. That's the best way I could put it. And I feel like it's important for us to make this video because people need to see that homeschooling come in all shapes and sizes and colors. And we one of those families that homeschool, but it's very unique in the way that we do it. And it is, I think, personally different than what most people think homeschooling actually looks like. Okay, when I first decided that we was gonna homeschool, I felt like it was a really, Lamar, let's go this way because it's gonna take us a while if we go that way, and it looks like it's finna get dark outside. Let's go this way. I know we're gonna have to go that way when we get more time.
Yeah, I want to go that way. That way
When I first decided that I was gonna homeschool, it was to Mark, come on, no. Anyway, he tripping. When I first decided that I was gonna homeschool, it was a hard decision for me because I felt like, obviously, I didn't know. I had all of the same common misconceptions that everybody else do. I don't know if I'm qualified to teach my children. Like, can I really do this? Do I know what I'm doing? Like, where do I get the content? Where do I get the information? Where do I, like, just how do I know what they should know at every age, at every stage? Like, I had so many questions. We gotta bring some. What is that blowing? We gotta bring some little book thing. It's a giving garden. We put books in there and we take books.
Drop daddy.
But simple things like this. Come on. Simple things like this is part of our homeschooling, the way that we homeschool. But I also felt the whole not issue, but one of the things everybody knows is that once you homeschool, your kids is on you, baby. They ain't just on you, they own you. Like, they are on you 24/7. Which is not something that's completely a bad thing to me because they're my kids. But it's also one of those things where I live in a different state from the rest of my family, which means that I literally always have my children. And they don't spend a lot of time with other people. Like, they don't go to their cousin house on the weekend and stuff like that. So that was something that I had to consider. I always have had so many questions about the whole socialization thing. A lot of people think the homeschool kids aren't socialized, but in all actuality, they are better socialized than public school children. So that's one of those things that I had to kind of beat in my head, and truly understand and understand and overstand. But when I first decided to do it, it really, honestly, just took for me to go ahead and do it. Go ahead and pull my son out of school. I think he was in first grade.
Second grade?
He was in second grade. He finished first grade and he was going to second grade, and it just didn't make sense no more. I had obviously I had naysayers that had all the questions and just doubt for no reason. But I also just didn't, I don't know. I just had things that I didn't know, and I needed to listen to my own heart. The moment of confirmation that I had was when my son, which is the only one that went to public school anyway, my oldest, he had a Black History Month project, and he went to school with a mixed crowd because he was, at that point, we were in Georgia. So there were a lot of light colored children, and there were some black children. And everybody had to choose a person to research, and they had to recite a poem, or they just had to basically come to school dressed as the person that they chose, and they had to they just had to do a creative project on a black leader. The black leaders that the teachers provided, they gave them a list, and the list had all of the typical black leaders, and it just didn't sit right, because now we finna learn about the same black people every year, every year, like the same 10 black people that every child knows about. Like, it just did not sit right. And when I went and told the teacher, okay, yeah, we're not doing these, we got some other people that we're thinking about doing, I kind of got a little bit of pushback behind it. But of course, he ended up doing someone different. He ended up presenting about Dr. Sebi.
I don't remember that.
I dressed him up as Dr. Sebi. He went in. He had on a little dashiki. It was the cutest thing. I got pictures. You don't remember?
I don't remember none of this stuff. I don't remember
Really?
I don't even remember
You presented in the, because it was an email. You presented in the I am looking at you. Come on. You can come around the car. Come on, son. I'm blocking you. You you presented in a library with another class too. And all the parents came. I can't believe you don't believe that. I mean, you don't remember that. All the parents came, and it was like a showcase. But anyway, this was when, like, the whole ordeal with this situation, with all of the children learning about these same, like, 10 people. A couple of them did the same person over. Like, it just was like, y'all really think these little few people was the only black people that are important? And it just felt so minimal. It felt like, sorry, it felt so minimal. It felt like they were just checking off a box. They said we gotta do Black History. They say we gotta do a project. So, let's just get this done. And, it just didn't feel like they truly cared about the assignment. The kids, them knowing this. Let's go down the street. Or we could go to the stop sign and make a right.
Go where?
Walk down the street and come back.
Right.
Yeah. Come on, let's do it.
You don't want to go on the sidewalk?
Look at this sun, y'all. Would you look at that?
Daddy, the only one supposed to be kissing me.
That son could kiss me every day, baby. The son and somebody's son. But yeah, anyway, at that point, that was just my last straw. But I had been thinking about it beforehand because I knew in the back of my mind that I didn't like how my child was taught, what my child was taught. I just had so many issues. So I felt like it was best that I just took, how you doing? Matters into my own hands because, they my kids, like I said. I have vegan children, so I've had issues many times with the public school system telling me that cow's milk had to be open and in front of my children at lunchtime. Well, I had to cut up, act food, talk to the whole school because I don't that's not right. I've had issues where I just didn't feel comfortable. I've always sent my kids to school with their lunch every day. But I had issues where I had to kind of get down with the teachers because they felt like, well, she didn't want to eat this, or so we gave her something else. Like, that ain't what I sent is what she eat. Or they just felt bad for my children for what they were eating. Feel bad for my kids because they eating a healthy lunch and other kids is eating Cheetos and juice and milk, and they felt like that what they were eating wasn't fair to them, and so they was giving them other stuff. Like, I've had so many different situations with that. And then situations with just not trusting that with my children and other people's hands that they would give them things or just kind of do things in public school systems that I wouldn't 100% know about, or fear that they would do something and it would be irreversible. In terms of stuff like heights and stuff like that.
Stop it.
What's wrong? Where you get a stick from? He got to pee. You got, like Daddy told you, you have to listen to him. You want to get up?
Technical difficulties.
Come on, let's walk.
Pause the camera.
Yeah, hold on, y'all. Oh, y'all, this boy just peed in the street, in the middle of the street. I couldn't even walk him nowhere. He just pulled it down and started peeing, child.
You should have
Look.
recording.
Yeah. He peed right. Oh, God, y'all. He peed in front of the people's house. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh, he had to go, though. But I'm just happy. I am just happy that he is potty trained, y'all. It was a struggle having two in diapers. He had no business in no diapers. He just turned 3. And he is fully potty trained. I'm so happy. But that's off subject. Anyway, I was just over it. I didn't trust it. I don't trust the system. I don't trust it. So that's why I finally made the decision to do what I did. And it's been awesome. I love the freedom. Um, yeah, I wanted my kids to learn in freedom, learn at their own time, learn at their own pace, learn using their own learning styles and different ways to learn and learn around different people and different environments.
That's exactly what I was about to say. And people,
That's what you was gonna say?
people
What you was gonna say?
I was gonna say, to learn about different people.
Yeah.
People use Chat GPT now, but we don't use Chat GPT.
To do what?
To do work.
Right. Cause how can you really learn that way, right? I didn't want a damn they light to fit them in a box. I don't got them kind of. Most kids don't fit in a box, if I'm honest. It wasn't working out. So y'all wanna go down the street?
Why?
Oh, I mean, well, what you wanna do?
It is gonna send us back to MLK.
Yeah, come on, let's do it. For homeschooling, it lets my family honor our values, stuff like curiosity, connection to other people, connection to the land, connection to just everything, just the ability to try to connect to things and to people and to not just be so oblivious to things that's going on around them. And when they need to rest, they can rest. When we need to amp it up, sometimes we smash it, and they get a lot of work this week, but in 2 weeks they ain't did no work at all. Sometimes we can fit it to what we need and what they need and how their little brains and bodies and souls is working at the time. They can be as creative as they. Mari, do you have to pop a wheelie with the stroller in the middle of the street? They can be as creative as they want to be. I don't know. They definitely got the gas cap open. My baby girl, she learns best when she's able to be creative while she's learning. That's just what works for her. That's just what works for her. When I see that something is not working, I can stop, assess, flip it, dip it, strip it. They don't got to learn what I don't feel like they need to be learning at the time. They can learn at a later date. It's just what works for us, for all of us, in different ways, for different reasons. It's what feels right.
Tell them what I'm doing right now. Tell them what I'm doing right now.
You tell them what you're doing. Speak.
I'm doing math and science.
Doing math and science?
Yeah. Doing math
and
science. Y'all really want to lose it.
Okay, so what he's saying is that right now he's taking. Hold on, just wait. Stop moving. You can't fit over there.
I know. I'm just waiting.
Right now he's just taking a break on doing so many subjects all at once because it is like almost summer. He is focusing on science and math. He pounding his math, not because he hasn't gotten through all of it. He's actually gotten through all the math that he really needs to do for this year, but he needs to scrub. He needs to get in there and make sure that he remembers all of it, make sure he's doing well and what he's supposed to be doing well in. And this is how we're going to end it. We're not going to overcomplicate it. It's not perfect. Homeschooling is not perfect. Every year, homeschooling literally looks different for us. That's what I mean by it's not a one-size-fits-all type thing. Like, I could say this year we did XYZ, but next year I'm pretty certain that it's not gonna look like this. Because at the same time, what worked for us ain't gonna work for the next person, and ain't gonna work for the next family. So it's important to have that individuality and open structure like that, so that the child's learning and education and I don't know, ease is at best. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling. If you ever thought about homeschooling or you already homeschool, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. I love to hear about what it looks like for you. I'd love to hear about how starting to homeschool, that transition and that decision making. I love to hear about how that went. How did that go? This is just my truth, my story, and I'm grateful to share it here. And if you got any questions, let me know in the comments. Like this video. If you like this content, would like to hear more about our homeschool journey, share this video.
Like and subscribe. Turn on post notifications.
Turn on post notifications.
Somebody behind us. Mom, somebody behind us.
The light red. It's okay. Mari, don't rush, baby. You finna throw my babies at the stroller. The light is red. It's okay.
Zoom in on that.
Y'all heard my baby. Turn on post notifications, okay?
Why finna? Oh.
Love always. Maya.
Bye. No way, edit that.